Hi everyone, for those who don't know me, I'm Emma and I'm the artist behind Unsteady Art. So I've got a few things to do today. So I've got the garment care labels to print out. I want to finish off the leaflet because now that I've managed to crack sublimation again, we're all up for that. And last but not least, I need to do the video. I've got my delivery of the stabiliser for the caps coming later today between 2 and 3, so I'm trying to get as much done as what I can. So yeah, let's go. Hi, so now that that's finally starting to print out on both sides, just need to put it onto the board and set it going. So for me it's hard card at 270 grams, but I do change my settings to support it. So it's going to do the length and then you press play to for it to cut properly, and then it's literally rinse and repeat quite a few times. Play. Right, so I was just about to put another one on and then I got the knock at the door, so I got a bit of help with by my mum grabbing that because it's a bit bigger than what I actually expected. So I'm going to just quickly put this on and then I can open it up with you. So that's probably why. So I have to admit I was expecting something quite small, but my B film, they've actually done it in a full tube rather than what I used to have, which were about that big and it was just folded up to do it. So yeah, that's an interesting way of doing it. Put that there. Now this is going to be the fun bit because yeah, I don't think you guys can see how far this is. Yeah. So this is the backing for the caps. Oh, what's it done now? It's chewed it up. This is the second time it's done this. So let's set this out. And it looks like I'm getting sellotape out because it doesn't need renewing yet, done than that. There's still some at the bottom. So that's my usual stuff. These will be, when things go wrong, things go wrong. But on the good side, I've just got a possible new commission. Talk more about it later when I know what's generally happening. Because at the moment it's still very, very new. If it works out, brilliant. If it doesn't, I'm perfectly content. At the moment I'm glad that people are noticing me. I don't expect everybody to sort of say yes regardless. I'm not cheap to some compared to some of the bigger places that got more machines, more people to do all this. It is just me. I digitise everything, I print it all out, I I'm the one that's measuring, I'm the one that's doing all the bits that need to do. The only thing when it comes to this type of thing is I'm not the one that's designing it, which it's a lot of hard battle, and to be honest, it's sometimes you get a really clear image in your head and sometimes you just really don't, and taking good with the bad. So these pack, they are needles. I'll send you, probably put a proper picture in here. These are short shaft, as well as they're just a little bit more sturdy. So it's DBX K5KK, and it's 80 over 12. The ones that I use for the embroidery machine now are 75 over 11. Everyone, so I thought I'd show you what I actually do with these garment tags. So the garment tags are just something that I do so you can look after the stitching. I've done a big no-no here because I haven't actually ironed inside out. I haven't ironed it. But if it ever goes crumpled up, just iron it and it goes flat. It's not too bad today. So what I usually do with these, fold it so it does fit into there. Right, so depending on how I put it in here depends on if I throw it to the front or throw it to the back. I do like to put the garment care at the front. So for this, I'm going to be doing the pin. Take it out of here, 2 minutes. Just keep it stitched up like that. So what I'm going to do here is just go to the back and between all the seams. Let me. Post a hole first, unless it just ends up getting very messy. So all I'm doing is going between the seams. So it's not actually damaging anything. Then put that on top the way I need it to be. And then I'm just pushing that through and taking that off. And then that then just flows down. I usually put as well, if it's something that isn't for my family and friends, I usually put a little sort of thank you card at the bottom. But because this is for my dad, I didn't even need to put that on, but because I'm showing you the garment care, I thought if I kept it there, at least then you know what to be, at least then you know what you get. There we go. Turn it over, straighten it out. There is holes in the back, so you can get the air out after you've done this. But I just go low enough that it crimps, and there you go. So let's get back on to what I was actually doing. So these have broke quite a few times this time round, with no exception, but it is because it is just very close. Some of these are out, so I'm going to have to be very nitpicky with these as well. That's fine. That's fine, just fine. It's just because when it printed out, it kind of did it on an angle. So like that, where some instructions just aren't really legible. It's not too bad when it's slightly out, but those, no. I'd rather keep them away. So let's take all this off, because it were doing it that bad that I had to then sellotape the edges down. There we go. Which I'd rather do a bit of sellotape than completely having it bogged up. So yeah, as you see here, you've got a bit of the white that's kind of there, and that's just off to the side. So into the bin that goes. Right, so I'm going to bring it back up here now so I can finish off the what am I finishing off? Oh, that was it. So I'm finishing off the leaflet. So just a little bit of a top up from this. So my business has started growing a bit, really excited about it. I've just had another commission come in from someone that I have been embroidering for a while, because I know him from work. He's been a constant, just every so often a constant, but I've actually never shown his work on here. So the reason being is because when I first started embroidering for him, never really used it, especially as a business one. So he was my first proper paying customer. Things did go wrong at first, well, just generally once, and then the rest of it absolutely fine, and it has been since. So he's brought me two hoodies to put on with Ratter's Performance. So he's actually technically got 3 different names within the company. Rat Sports Autos, Ratter's Performance, and Ratter's something or other. I can't quite remember. He'll kill me for saying that. So yeah, he has got 3. So this is Ratter's Performance, and he's wanting 2 pockets, so similar to what I've got on here. Obviously his things. He wants it in red, so got that all up, and I'll talk you through how I do it. The other part is I've been doing this business for a year, and I did watch quite a lot of YouTube. A, to start this business in the first place, B, to the content I'm doing now. So she has been one that I have watched constantly, which is Catnip. So she's just recently brought up the fact that she's closing down at least the picking side of things. So she's going on a lot of print and demand, and generally enjoying her life, which she deserves it. I don't blame her. So because she's doing that, I needed something, so it was there. So I did purchase one of the apparel pins that had her main character on, design on. And let's have a look in. Packed with love from Dean. There we go. Well, this is really, there we go. So you are so cute. So the one I bought was the Sakura bundle book. So bundle book is her, you see there, is her normal character. And I have to admit, I love anything when it comes to the Eastern style things, so Sakura is very much a one for that. I believe in you. Cute animal sticker. So yeah, that's going to go on my board, including the backing, because I've got a few with the backing on now. So yeah. Right, so let's hoop the hoodie. So like always, when it comes to this, it does pull off and this is where the pocket embroidery will be. So he's got larges on at the moment, male, so 22 for this one. Just something I picked up on the internet a while ago, just made life easier. So I'm going to flick my staple holders. So these are offcuts from a bigger one. They're still very much used, and to be honest, it will cover quite easily. And one of the good things is I've now got 2 of these and it's long arm, so I no longer have to alter the arms on my machine. I also can do it where I can preemptively do one, so I'm not waiting for the machine to shop then rehooping. So I'm actually going to be doing both. Magnets are so strong, but I need them to be. So bottom of the hoop goes in. It only can go in one place because it is specifically designed for these ones. My stabiliser on top, just kind of like pin that into place, so I can move that down just a tad. There we go. That one in. Put that down for now. Get my hoodies. Ooh. Get them the right way. Pull it down. So all I'm doing here, pulling it right down, checking where the seams are at the top. So these need to go in line with the actual hoodie itself. There we go. So I'm going to bring it back just to have a look to see if the line is fine, because what I'm trying to do is get it where it's centre. So usually what I do is just lift the pocket up just a little bit, and that will give me an idea of where the centre mark is, to then line that up. So just maybe a little bit there, like it out. Hoop master, the top one, always make sure that is to the, sorry, really bad at this, left hand side. These do fit in very, very well and it won't move. That's how you can tell it's in. And then all you do is, and that's it. Hi everybody, so that is both of the jumpers done, at least through the embroidery machine. So this is what it looks like on the hoop. So the only thing that's left to do now is just to sort of tidy the little bits up that's popping out, and then they're done. Just fold them up, put them away. Hi everyone, so you'll have seen earlier that I've bought a new cap attachment for my embroidery machine behind me. So this is going to be me, 1, first setting it up, and 2, doing my first stitch out with a cap. So not gonna lie, first time I've done it and I am needing help, so I've literally got Melco minutes on my phone guiding me through this, so I'll guide you through as well, but no promises on a good stitch out yet. Okay, let's go. So first things first, I need to take the arms off and I've already loosened them off, so at least I can do this bit. We'll only need one from each of this. Right, so next part, this bit here needs to come off, which kind of makes sure that nothing goes into the bobbin case. Little screw underneath. There we go. And that comes off. Just this bit here. We're taking the screws all the way down till the bottom but not taking them out. This is just so it doesn't scratch the top and mess with the machine. There we go. And I'm going to tighten them up. So next is the driver. So that bit, sorry you can't really see, can you? So that bit needs to go onto the pole, slip back. See if I can see where it is. So that bit needs to be centred with that and then screwed into the top. So now I need to attach the cap gauge to my table. I am going to be using a bit of cardboard just to protect the table a little bit. Just a little bit of advice that I had when I got shown the machine in the first place. That's nice and sturdy. Right, so hopefully I've got this right. So this is the cap frame. I'll get there. So all I'm doing is levelling that off with that. And by the way, I turned it over because apparently that is better at top. So I'm going to slip it on and down, move it across, and then it's going to click it in. So where this is where you put the hat and the stabiliser. So the stabiliser, you saw me opening it up the other day. Flash is excited over something. So I'm just going to open this up. I always try and keep this bit and put it on the inside, just so I remember what it is, because I do get a lot of different types of stabiliser with all variations. So there we go. So it goes all the way around. So this needs to go underneath and go down here. This bit that's flopping around here, this is what's going to be caught in the bill. So I've got my cap. Oh, this is one that I got ages ago while I was looking at the hat presses for sublimation to put on there. But it never properly worked, so I have to admit I bought these caps just waiting for the day that I'd get something like this. So taking the white bit out, I need to lift this bit out and just allow that to straighten as much as it can. This bit needs to go up and across on that metal bit, so you can see there. So I'm just holding it in place for now. So I'm just moving it up so that bit touches the bill and is in line with there. So that's about right. So all I need to do now is get the teeth to go all the way across, tight as I can get it, and where the bill is. This bit at the side, so if I hold on to that, I can press that to move it around. Unlock this, and that needs to go there. So right, that is definitely in. So, pull it off, and that's where it is. So I do suggest to pull that tight as well, which I think I'm going to do just for the fact that I am embroidering on this side as well. So I think what I might do is just put it back on for a second. All the way around and get these clips on. And pop in. Around slightly. Got this side. Pop this open so I've got a bit more. Other one fell off again. There we go. In and out at round. Let's unclip all that. And it looks very nice and flat underneath. So hopefully success on that bit. So something else that they suggested is changing the needles over. So at the moment I'm using these ones here. Hopefully you can see it. Which is 7511 DBXK5. The one that they recommend because it's a bit shorter and bigger, so you can get the so less breaks, which is these ones, which is 80/12 DBXK5KK. So I'm going to change the 3 needles that I need for this project and then hopefully swap them back later on. I just need to remind myself. So let's get on with that. Right, so now to put the cap on. So rotate it round so the bill goes up. Then you need to get it to its centre, and then there's 3 clips, so 2 on either side. If I can even get it right. There we go. So 1, 2, 3. So I can already see that it is off slightly, so I will need to sort of put the image across. Oh, wrong way. So you see how. So as you can see, the presser foot is very, very deep. So it's a gear that's just roughly where the back is here. And all I'm doing is rolling it so it just touches. All the way up. There's a lot of foam in this one, so it is going to be a bit bouncy. So now the greatest thing, fingers crossed it works. Right, so this is all done now. So to take it off, you've got 3 clips. 1, 2, press down, and 1 on the bottom. And then remove. Don't forget to twist, and then off. And there you go. So this is what it looks like. The sides, not exactly, usually helps if I bring it in. Not exactly brilliant, because there's nothing up front. I think it does need a top and maybe something a bit thicker. Obviously the colour I knew would be diluted down with. And that one's there. So the only thing I have noticed is when it comes to the side, it seems like it's pushed round. So one is further back than the other, but the front seems centred. So I don't know if it's the fact that it's the mesh and it's a bit loose that the registration's got a little bit out, but with it just being plain text, it's not the biggest issue. It's not like it's going over the top of something else to be able to do it. So the only thing that's left to do is tidy it up and take the stabiliser off, and obviously take it out the actual frame. So let's do that then. So move that over there. So I'm taking the clips off. Oh, that one really did want to come on. I need to release this. There we go. Release the frame. And the only thing that's left to do is just tear out these, but before I do that I'm just going to nip the little bits, because at least then it can go away. Thank you for joining me. If you could like, subscribe, leave a comment, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Yeah, and that's it from me.
Join me next week. Bye.